Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Horned Frogs will put total leather to crank us up. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Connors. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, TCU! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ballgame.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Jayhawks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw, it's Connors. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Give to the single back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games.
There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Puts it out of the air. Knocked off his feet.
These are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Motion from the wide receiver. It's a draw. Sweet cut there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Leon. Shakes off the defender. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They'll try to add another to their lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with you guys.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Connors. And wings it incomplete.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. This offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
And the Jayhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Shows him the stiff arm. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking with the...
Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Quarterback just threw that one wide. Might have been bothered that the defender was going to try to undercut that route and pick it off.
Yeah, and those out routes, remember, you're throwing all the way towards the sideline, so it's a longer throw. And you're right, if you miss short release, that DB gets to take it, collect it, and go back to the house the other direction. So you definitely want to miss long, but I just wouldn't say that long.
Well, I love the fight from this offense on this drive especially. They've been physical, and they've had a lot of success moving it down the field, running the football. They're trailing by 2 possessions. Down in the red zone, 3rd down here. This is critical. They have got to be able to score a touchdown and cut this thing and make it a 1-possession game. It'll be interesting to see what they dial up on 3rd down there.
Handoff from the gun. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Touchdown, Ruck Chop! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Colorado State is being humbled today. There's no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 14 to Boise State. If anything else happens in this one,
there he goes! Open it up! They won't get him! It's a touchdown! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back open in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Working that left side now. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Gonna try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Connors. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
And the Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They're working that left side. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. Dances away to buy time. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gonna run it. It's Leon. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on! He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. With the catch, it's Leon. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job.
He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punt.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Gossett. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for room. It's Leon. Oh, he's got some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Kansas offense returns to the field. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Trying the left side. Fights off a defender. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Connors. Finds his back in the middle. Makes a man miss. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And how nice is it then to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the 1st down.
The Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And here they come.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Red Raiders. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Leon. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team...
There he goes! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Got it at the 16-yard line.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And the Horned Frogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Try to march their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
Going to swing it on second down. Keeps looking downfield. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
What an awesome job in coverage there. Critical third down. Deep in their own end. They're able to break on the ball, swat it away, and now you set up fourth.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Getting set on second down. To the air, it's Connors. Got his man quickly. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Right on the money. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Jayhawks can really attack on this second and short. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. The run to the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air. It's Connors. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up 4th down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He's moving out of the pocket. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in, and so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. Touchdown, Kansas! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. That's caught. It's beyond. Only a pickup of 4, but at least he got the clock stopped here late.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. The line of scrimmage at the 30. Oh, they block it. And they scoop it up. Racing down the left side. The 20. Inside the 10. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big